Is there any difference between the Big Bang theory and the cosmic inflation theory? That's an interesting question. So, one second. Here we go. Let me share a screen. Okay, so this here is essentially the timeline of the universe. So, what is the Big Bang theory? It is not a theory of the origin of the universe. It is essentially a model of the history of the universe. It starts with the Big Bang. We don't know what caused the Big Bang, but it's about what happened after the Big Bang, right? So, according to this theory, and this is the best theory that we have thus far, it is the most detailed theory that we have, and it explains a lot about the universe. So, it's our best theory thus far. So, according to this theory, in the beginning, you had the Big Bang, the initial singularity, which is a point of infinite density and mass energy, and it expanded. It was not an explosion; it was an expansion. And about 10 raised to minus 34 or 35 or thereabouts seconds after the initial expansion, you had something called inflation. So this was superluminal inflation, and it lasted just about 10 raised to minus 36 or 35 seconds, and the universe expanded by a factor of about 10 raised to 26 times. So that is a ridiculous, humongous amount of inflation in such a short, incredibly short period of time. And that is what gives the universe the properties that it has today: homogeneity, isotropy, etc., flatness, and all that. So cosmic inflation is essentially part of the Big Bang theory, right? It is the very initial, almost the very initial phase of the universe's history that we actually understand. We don't really know, we don't understand the physics of the very early universe before this cosmic inflation actually happened. We know there were quantum fluctuations that got dispersed out into space, and you had most likely primordial microscopic black holes produced in abundance before inflation and even after inflation. And these most likely formed the seeds of galaxies, the seeds of the supermassive black holes that you have at the center of galaxies, and all that. So that is all part of the Big Bang theory. And cosmic inflation is also part of the Big Bang theory. It's part of Big Bang cosmology, right? And this inflation is supposed to be triggered off by a hypothetical field called the inflaton. And so that, in brief, is about inflation or cosmic inflation, which is very much part of the Big Bang model of cosmology, which is the best theory that we have thus far. So this is one, and this is another example, another way of looking at the history of the universe. In the beginning, at 0 seconds, you have the Big Bang, and before 10 raised to minus 32 6 seconds elapse, the universe has undergone this massive spurt of inflation, in which it enlarges, it becomes larger by 10 raised to 26 or 27 times, which is incredible. And before inflation, you had quantum fluctuations, which got dispersed all over. And then you have these different phases. You have nucleosynthesis, you have protons, nucleosynthesis, etc. And eventually, you end up with the universe that we have today. The first light is at around 380,000 years after the initial expansion of the universe, the Big Bang expansion, and so on. So this is the best theory, the best model of the history of the universe that we have as of today. And it all starts after the Big Bang with cosmic inflation. And this expansion of the universe is still going on, but at a much slower rate.